Today we have ourselves here, facing what is right in front of us. It is the night, where times continue onwards, and vampires, demons, and many others strike forth. We have ourselves today, and just like that we are now facing the Darkstalkers. Welcome everybody, and well, it's a week before Halloween, but hey, who's counting at this point? Welcome everybody, it's time for me to do what I've been wanting to do for some time now, and because I left this up to a vote on my DeviantArt page, today, because I finished up Castlevania Aria of Sorrow way faster than I thought I would, we're now here with Darkstalker stuff on the Capcom Fighting Collection. Because, yeah, Darkstalkers is a series that I have a lot of familiarity with thanks to the characters being in other stuff. I'm not as deep into Darkstalkers lore as, say, well, one of the biggest friggin' people that I would name is a person I follow on YouTube named Thorgy's Arcade, who did a fantastic retrospective on this series that if you haven't seen, go check him out. He's great. And also, just in general, Darkstalkers is a franchise that has a lot going for it. I mean, we have 3 main games and 2 weird games I'll discuss later, because, yeah. But the point of what today we're doing is that Darkstalkers is a series that means a lot, and I hope to see more of how we do with the variety here with the Darkstalkers. And because of Darkstalkers being a series that has a lot going for it, and because it's fitting for October, that's why we're here today. And honestly, this has been something that I wouldn't have minded doing. And honestly, I'm kind of hoping that some of y'all enjoy what's here. Whoop. And honestly, this is a specific series that I've been wanting to kind of give some love to for a bit. So, with that said and done, let's get started with where we're going today with some Darkstalkers.
Darkstalkers, the Night Warriors.
The Night Warriors. Time to be a trouble man, as we do. And genuinely, Darkstalkers just visually is a series that really holds up in a lot of areas. We're the Darkstalkers! Yeah, just for those of you who know that, oh boy, that was a fever dream of a cartoon, that was. But yeah, so we are here with the first Darkstalkers game, which really shows off where Capcom was at visually speaking. And wow, this character select screen is crazy. Like, they animate the characters, they got some crazy portraits, and I fucked up. But yeah, I love the art style of Darkstalkers in general. It's got such a cool look to it. But we're here to play as Dimitri, the vampire, aka the main character of the first Darkstalkers game, despite being, well, essentially a bad guy. Now, Dimitri's obviously got your usual Shoto styles, you know, with an uppercut, a fireball, and, you know, the usuals of what you expect from a guy like him. And obviously Morgan's the character that I'm sure most of you are familiar with because, you know, you've seen her around because it's kind of hard to not see a... Okay, I was not expecting that to happen, but you know what? Darkstalkers loves its goofy sprite animations. What else is new? Ow. It's kind of interesting because Dimitri here is actually one of those weird cases where he's definitely probably the most famous of the Darkstalkers characters. Like, I like Morgan and most of the other girls are like the most popular. Dimitri, I'd say, is your blood as thin and weak as you are? Yeah, the good old Dimitri being an asshole. And John Talbane, Kung Fu Werewolf, that should be in anything. But Dimitri's a character that has a lot of goods to him, and I really kind of wish more people gave Dimitri respect as a character, because he's kind of cool. Helps that in Japanese, he's voiced by the always awesome Nobuyuki Hiyama, aka Link from the Ocarina of Time, aka Adult Link from the Ocarina of Time side of the Zelda series, as well as also, if you're familiar with my streams, also voiced Joe Higashi in the Fatal Fury and King of Fighters series for a long time, so, you know, there's that. Ow! John is painful. Ow! But, like, the thing about most of the the thing I've always loved about a majority of what's here with the series is that it always had such a visual, distinct feel to it that is really cool. I mean, the sprite work in general is fantastic. The backgrounds are pretty sick. I mean, look at this background with all the wolves behind and shit. It's really sick. Like, I genuinely think that there's a lot of things about the Darkstalkers series that is great. I will not say I am good at them, but I will say when it is fun, it is fun. And it's definitely a great series that deserves a lot of love and attention, and, well, there's a reason for the longest time it was Capcom's #2 fighting game behind Street Fighter, which we've discussed to death thanks to Sagat. Thank you, Sagat, for showing up, and... oh boy, will it be fun to deal with that when we get there. But, yeah, Darkstalkers has a lot of good things to share, and there's a lot I quote from, you know, stuff like this. I mean, the OVA, I actually genuinely think is good. Is your blood as thin and weak as you? Let's find out, shall we? So, because of that, because of Darkstalkers having 2 animated adaptations, the cartoon from the USA Network, that's terrible, I'll just bluntly put it. Like, that cartoon is awful. It is hilariously terrible. If you've got friends and you love to riff on cheesy bad shit, then it's perfect for a bad watch night. And it is hilarious. But Darkstalkers is definitely a series, like, the cartoon is something. The OVAs are pretty neat for the most part and have some great animation. The biggest issue I have with the OVAs is that the pacing is really weird and glacial at points. Like, while it is well animated and has so many cool things, the actual pacing of the OVAs are kind of all over the place because they can either be because some things are either really rushed or really slow. And that's kind of why I feel like the OVAs are not in the same realm of love as the Street Fighter 2 animated movie or even the Fatal Fury OVAs, but hey, what else is new at this point when it comes down to stuff like that? And that's just kind of the stuff you gotta deal with for a bit. Sorry about the muting there, I just had some IRL stuff come up, and somehow it didn't distract me from being able to still fight a cat lady for some reason. You know, as you do. Now, Felicia here is usually the character I play as in these games, because Felicia is kind of an easier character for me to pick up than others, and while Dimitri's pretty simple for the most part, he's definitely the character that I feel like, he's definitely fun, but he's also very much what you expect in... Okay, Felicia, what the fuck was that? Again, Darkstalkers characters have some really interesting animations because, well, bluntly putting it, because putting it into perspective, Darkstalkers takes a lot of animation cues from old Hanna-Barbera cartoons a lot because that's exactly what they used as reference to help them animate the sprites for these characters, which is why everyone has some really interesting squash and stretch. Man, does everyone just have the one victory quote and that's it in this game? I mean, I know it's the first game, but damn. Like, that's kind of the thing about Darkstalkers, is that it's definitely while it is a very gothic and morose series, it's also goofy as hell. I mean, for fuck's sake, Victor here is a good example of that, where one of his fucking moves is a fucking butt bounce, and he can also grab you with his ass. That's not a joke, by the way. He literally has a move where he grabs you with his ass. It is insane. Again, Darkstalkers is a very goofy series. Like, I wouldn't say it's not a comedy, but it's also very much, you know, got a certain style to it that is really, really out there. It's also just because, you know, Darkstalkers is a very out there series because they wanted to prove to people that this is the kind of animation you can expect from the CP2, from the CPS2 on Capcom's end. They wanted to stretch how far those animations could go. And they certainly proved it. Ah yes, one of my favorites, Lord Raptor, aka a zombie Australian rock and roll star, who, I swear to God, look, I know it's not going to happen, and it's not even going to happen at this point, but I do kind of wish that if we ever got something new Darkstalkers related, can we just get Scott McNeil back as Lord Raptor, please? I would fucking die to see Lord Raptor be voiced by Scott McNeil again. I know he's Canadian, and it's kind of hard to do a lot of the Canadian voiceovers in video games these days, which sucks, bluntly putting it. But I honestly would love to see, like, at least, even if you can't get everybody else back. I mean, to be fair here, the Darkstalkers OVA was back in, like, the late 90s, so I don't expect a lot of people to come back from that. I mean, some of them are dead, so that's sad. And, you know, I mean, the only two voices I wish I could see come back to Darkstalkers is the legendary Paul Dobson as Dimitri, because
his voice for Dimitri was so good. And yes, Paul Dobson, aka the voice actor of Naraku from Inuyasha, as well as a ton of other voices. And Scott McNeil, voice actor of like half of the cast of Beast Wars and many other roles that man has done, was the only person who was able to voice Lord Raptor in not only the US cartoon, but he also voiced him in the OVA, proving that the man has fucking chops. And, well, again, Scott McNeil is a fucking legend. Australian-born Canadian that dresses like a country rock singer. You should thank me. That broken face is very becoming of you. You know, as you do. Okay, what happens if I do a different color? But yeah, just genuinely... But yeah, that's like the one casting decision that I wish could make a comeback, even though it's never fucking happening. Like, we are never getting Scott McNeil back as Lord Raptor. You know, then again, we're not getting a new Darkstalkers game anytime soon because... Okay, so there are a few reasons why that's the case. And, well, one, you can kind of tell that everyone's animations in this game are so out there and lavish that the only people who really do that sort of stuff these days is Arc System Works with Guilty Gear. So unless you want someone to still do a lot of... Because you need someone who's willing to go goofy and over the top with the animations. And let's just say most people don't... Let's just say most fighting game studios just don't want to do that for some fucking reason, which sucks a lot. But hey, what else is new? Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Ah, fuck you, Lord Raptor! God, that was close. I'm still probably gonna lose here, but, you know. Gotta keep myself humble. For a bunch of hired guns, you sure did pick up a nasty habit in Dark Arts. I like it! And just, God, just that entire, like, the entire Lord Raptor scene from the OVA is, honest to God, like, where the OVA kind of peaks, honestly. Like, I don't hate the rest of the OVA, and I actually am kind of into Donovan's whole story and stuff, but, man, that part is just, like, the best part of the whole friggin' thing, and it's kind of sad that that's the peak of that OVA. And overall, it's just kind of what it is. But like I said, the OVA's got a lot of good points to it. It's just definitely one of those OVAs where you kind of have to where you'll either enjoy it a lot and enjoy the morose stylings of the characters and all that's there, or you will hate the fucking pacing of that shit. It is rough. But it's still fun. And also, you know, David Kaye, the voice of Beast Wars Megatron, gets to voice Pyron in that OVA. And he does indeed do the Beast Wars Megatron, yes. Which is really funny to me because, you know, a certain David Kaye does voice a specific someone in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, so that's kind of fun. Keep that in the back of your mind, everybody. Because we may have to check something out later. God, Lord Raptor is really giving me trouble. Gonna be a trouble, baby, I'm your man. It's really funny that they decided to use that song for both the OVA and the credits theme, like the credits theme for both the OVA and the cartoon. It's like, of all, like that song is basically just Darkstalker, like one of Darkstalkers' main vocal tracks, but it is just kind of interesting how that works there. Ack. No! Damn you, Lord Raptor! But it's like, damn you, Lord Raptor, you son of a bitch! Ow. 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 God damn it, Raptor. Yeah, Lord Raptor... Okay, so Lord Raptor is actually one of the other characters I like playing as in Darkstalkers games. But he's got such a weird moveset that's definitely gonna... That definitely takes a little bit of getting used to for some people. It is something. Booyah! Overhead, bitch! Actually, does Dimitri have that move here? No. Does he? Does he now? Ow. Ow. Oh, fuck! God, Lord Raptor really wants me to stick on him because... Man, I guess even he's pissed that Scott McNeil's never voicing him again. That sucks. But Raptor, we need to get a move on here. Oh boy. Ow. Oh, what? Oh boy, that was rough. Kaboom! Kaboom! Oh my god. Oh boy. Also, if you hear any noise upstairs, it's just the kids running around because of course they are. Just, ugh. What else is new? Ow! Ow. Fuck. Ah, my god. God damn it, Raptor. So much stomping upstairs. Why am I not surprised? Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Holy Jesus Christ, Raptor! What?! Oh my god, he was down to his last pixel! Oh my god. Oh my god. God damn it. Oh my god. I'll figure this out eventually. Raptor, why do you have to be such a bitch? Raptor is a bitch and he is gonna cause me problems. Oh my fucking god. my god. I am so sorry for the noise upstairs, everybody. It is just uncontrollable kids, am I right? Ugh. Come on. Come on. God damn it, Raptor. Ugh. 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 Bitch. Bitch. What the fuck? Oh my god. Lord Raptor, use a bitch. Ugh. Lord Raptor is stupid good in some of these games from what I remember. I hear he's like stupid good in the third game, Vampire Savior, where he is just a fucking menace for some people because Jesus. Fire! God. Alright, finally, we beat Lord Raptor. Jesus Christ. He's a zombie, Dimitri. I don't think he's got a lot of blood left. Now it's time to fight a possessed samurai armor, Bishamon. What is he? Okay. I was not expecting him to come out of the fucking igloo there. Also, Hype Dog! So yeah, there's a that dog in the background is a really interesting thing because in Darkstalkers, in BlazBlue, there's a whole ass dog that just barks whenever you win a match or whatever, and you'll hear it constantly. That is called the Hype Dog in BlazBlue, and some people think that that dog dancing on its hind legs. I almost forgot about that animation where the dog just stands on his hind legs and just starts dancing. I love it. I fucking adore that shit. Yeah, just good old Hype Dog. Ow. And we win! Okay, now it's time for us to... Ah, yes. Though you are curiously attractive for a fishman. Yeah, we all had to bring that joke back. The ever-famous joke from the Darkstalkers cartoon, and wow, I took a lot of hits there. Focusing on the fishman himself, Rikuo, or Riku as he was called in the cartoon, where they forgot to add in the O in his name. I've never understood how to fucking pronounce his name. Is it Riku? Is it Rikuo? I don't fucking know. But yeah, in the original, in like the US cartoon, Rikuo has a very famous running gag with him where whenever because everyone keeps saying he is curiously attractive for a fishman. Even though you are curiously attractive for a fishman. like Morrigan calls him that, Shenko calls him that. And then for some fucking reason, we also get Anacharis calling Rikuo that. Oh my god, like, Anacharis calls him that, Donovan calls him that, and hell, I think even some random yellow demon that I think is supposed to be Pyron's brother is, I mean, he says, even though you are curiously attractive for a fishman, which leads into Rikuo literally saying, so I've been told. Like, yeah, of course, Rikuo. Again, with the way Rikuo was written in that show, where he's very vain and stuff, and I think that's just supposed to be the point with Rikuo, because he's supposed to be this very Bishi-styled, you know, fish guy, which is definitely not something you commonly hear. You land beings are so weak. I'm disappointed. Like, yeah, of course, Rikuo, you curiously attractive fish man. So, there's an artist for my fighting game locals. He goes by the name Weeb Trash on the Colorado fighting game Discord servers, and I don't remember what it is, but he has an Instagram page where he does, because he's also a tattoo artist. And he drew a picture of Rikuo being curiously attractive in the sexy Squidward face. And I got a sticker of that because he gave me a sticker for that because it didn't sell super well when he went to Ecchi Expo Denver. And no joke, the fucking thing that, and he gave me a free sticker of that, and I put it on my PS5. He also drew a picture of I think it was Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons eating paste, and it's just him style like classic Potemkin, I think, or was it? Yeah, it's classic Potemkin from, like, the old Guilty Gear games before he got his armored look. From, like, Exert and Strive. Because it's kind of the joke that, you know, it's a whole thing with with people who use grapplers in fighting games. Look it up yourself. It's, something. But yeah, Rikuo's whole thing is that he is definitely a very fun character for a lot of people. I mean, he's a very strong character in Vampire Savior, and he's also, you know, a whole ass dude that has one of the most unique styles because he can transform into all different types of fish stuff. And he's also got, like, the Guile charge moves, he's got some really cool animations, and he's also, once again, kind of busted in places. Like, in Vampire Savior, he has some moves that really put him over the edge in places. It's crazy. And I like Rikuo. I think he's cool. But I also know that Rikuo is a little divisive for some people, and Jesus Christ, kids. Ugh. What can you do? They're youngins. Fight! Alright, dead. Dead. Not big surprise. Alright, we finally beat Rikuo. And now we have to fight against the true villain of Vampire Savior, Sasquatch. Sasquatch is arguably considered to be one of the best characters in Vampire Savior, to the point where if you play a Sasquatch, you're just an asshole and who just wants to win. And people hate fighting Sasquatch in that game, because Jesus Christ. All the days I had to pick to do this. And yeah, bro just has a giant fucking, like, ice beam, just where he's just firing his laser. And yet he's so cute. Sasquatch is cute. But yeah, Sasquatch is a little infamous amongst Darkstalkers fans in terms of the gameplay side of things. If nothing else, you can at least think that Sasquatch is your Canadian representation. At least I think he's Canadian. I think he's Canadian. He's certainly better at Canadian representation than fucking Abigail is. Oh my god! Yeah, Sasquatch is insane. Sasquatch is kind of insane. In general, really. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's Canadian. He's just straight up Canadian. What the hell? Like, his hitboxes are insane. Like, they really overtuned this guy in a lot of areas. It's crazy. Ow. Fight you! My god, and Jesus Christ. Okay, Jesus Christ. I need to at least finish up Sasquatch first. Oh my god. Ah, my god, Sasquatch. Sasquatch is pain. Sasquatch feels no pain. Ow. God. Oh my god, come on. Come on, Sasquatch, you big bitch. There we go. Oh my god, I hate fighting Sasquatch. Alright, but we've beaten all of them, but there are 2 more enemies. A giant statue named Huitzel, which is a robot from space that has a lot of different weapons inside of it. It's kind of insane how many weapons this friggin' thing has. Ow. Like, see what I mean? Oh my fucking god. Excuse me a moment. Sorry about that. I decided to try to mitigate the noise upstairs a little bit, so, it's gone down slightly. I don't expect it to stay that way for long, but, hey, what else is new? Oh my god, Huitzel. Ah, oh, fucking Huitzel. Almost had him, too. I do love the animation of him just seeing all the birds and stuff. That's nice. And yeah, I said I'd mitigate it. I didn't say I'd solve the problem, but whatever. Ugh, my god. Ow! Ow! Oh my god! How did that take me less tries than dealing with Sasquatch, Rikuo, and fucking Raptor? Ugh. And now we face off against the fiery hell alien Pyron, who is literally made of fire. And also is trying to burn the place like he's the sun, I guess. Yes. No! No, you are not! God, that is a weird thing to remember. Oh god, that's a... I'm suddenly reminded of just the fact that in the Darkstalkers cartoon... Like, I mentioned he's voiced by David Kaye in the OVA, but in the cartoon he's voiced by, Richard Newman, the same guy that plays Bison in the Street Fighter cartoon. So, you know, you kind of have the same, you know, supervillain energy that Bison had in the cartoon with, you know, all that stuff. Except Pyron doesn't have nearly as many, you know, great meme lines like, you know, yes, yes, I killed your father. What is it with you women anyway? I killed my father too, and you don't hear me whining about it. Also, I punched a pillar of fire. What the hell? So, you were not worth fighting. I need a more challenging foe. Yes. Again, he's just Beast Wars Megatron is all I can get. When I see Pyron, I just think of Beast Wars Megatron a lot of the time. It's just how it is. You know, I should have also mentioned that I guess a more popular role of frickin' David Kaye's that people would know is Clank from the Ratchet and Clank series, because that feels like something most people would know, but I haven't played a lot of Ratchet and Clank outside of playing a little bit of the first game. I'll let that sink in for y'all. And yes, I also love that Pyron's fucking victory animation is just him turning into a fire pillar and then just doing all of that. God damn it. Oh my god. My god, Pyron, you asshole. Oh, fuck. Ugh! Fire wheel. Flame wheel. Pyron uses flame wheel. It's super effective against a vampire. I mean, he's literally a fucking alien sun demon, whatever the fuck he is. Just, like, what else do you want me to fucking say about Pyron? He's really fucking cool, and there's a reason he was the first villain of Darkstalkers. He doesn't stay the villain forever because of lore reasons. Look forward to when we get to the next game. Ow. Ow. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, so that was a draw. Okay, I've never seen that happen before. Also, Pyron's fucking draw animation was hilarious. Just seeing him be like, "Oh no! Oh no!" Oh no! Ow. Ow. God damn it, Pyron. God damn! Ow. I said for them to please calm it down a bit. And what do? They just don't even fucking listen to shit. Ugh. Either way. Ugh. Just needed a drink there because Jesus. Ow. Oh, what the fuck was that? God damn it, Pyron. Fuck you, Pyron. Just fuck you. Oh, God. Murr. Oh, come on. Oh, boy. Come on. Come on, Pyron. Ow. Ow. Oh my god, are you fucking serious right now? Oh my god, that is... Ugh. Also, for some reason, I thought those were dinosaurs in the background in that statue thing over there. What the fuck? Again, you can tell that the people who designed stuff in Darkstalkers were having a lot of fun in this. God damn it, Pyron, you will be defeated. I will take you down, you stupid sun fire god thing. Jesus Christ. God, I get overstimulated so easily with noises that are not ones I want to listen to. This is why I'm never having kids, people. To quote Kiritsugu Emiya from the Fate Zero Abridged series, Fate Zero, I don't care, I'll suck dick. Single life, baby. You knock it off, Pyron! Ugh. I got close that one time and he will not let me have it again. Jesus. Oh my god. I swear to God, Pyron, you're a dick. Ow. What the fuck? Ow. Ah, come on! Yeah, I gotta check some of the moves here just to make sure. Okay, Demon Cradle, dashing, Bat Spin, negative stolen. Huh. Okay. Ah. Ah. Mer. Ow. Ah. God damn it. God damn it, Pyron. God, Pyron, you are an asshole. Input reading, bitch. Come on. Ah! Oh, come on! Oh my god, this is stupid. I will get you, Pyron. I will get you. Ugh. Ugh. Ah! Ow! Oh, come on! Come on! Ugh. Ow! Oh, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, my God, that sucks. That fucking sucks, man. Oh, my God, I hate this so much. Why did I choose to stream today? Oh wait, because I made a schedule for it. I'm trying to follow that schedule. Ugh. Oh well. I will figure this out eventually! Also, no one else is showing up, so that sucks. Whatever. Oh, come on, Pyron, you asshole! Oh, my God. Oh, come on! What? Oh my God, are you fucking serious? That throw killed me? My God. My God, do I have to turn the fucking... Just to make sure that my mic doesn't pick up certain things, I turned the audio on my mic down, which hopefully doesn't make me too quiet compared to the fucking everything else. Ugh. Then again, what do I know? Then again, what do I know? I can't test any of this shit because, you know, it's kind of just not feeling great right now. And finally I got around on Pyron. Fuck you. Just fuck you, Pyron. I'm quick saving this shit. I am not dealing with this right now. I am not dealing with this right now. I am just gonna say, screw it. Let's just fucking get this done and over with. I do not want to repeat this again. God damn it. Ugh. Restart that second verse. Ow. Oh my God. Oh my God, Pyron, you asshole. Ow! Ah! Oh my God. My God, Pyron, will you knock it off? Will you knock it off already? Come. Oh, fucking hell. It was so close that time. Fine, I'll just let you have that round. It'll probably make your... Oh my God, this is so dumb. god. Fuck you, Pyron! I will fucking... Ugh! God damn it, Pyron. I fucking hate you so much. I fucking hate you, Pyron. I've been here at Darkstalkers 1 for almost an hour now. What?! Okay, that's, I can't even be mad at that. I just didn't expect that to happen, but okay. Okay, Pyron, fuck you too, I guess. God. Oh my god. Pyron, you fucking dick! Oh my god, come on, come on, come on. No, fuck! I was so close there! Oh my god, are you fucking serious right now? Ugh. Ow! Ow! Zzz. Oh my god, I hate fighting Pyron so much! Oh my god, are you fucking kidding? Oh my god, you have got to be fucking kidding me right now. Ugh. What? That was something that just happened? Ow, Oh my god, Pyron, will you stop being a dickhead and die already? Blasted son, die already! Oh my god. What the fuck? Fuck. What the fuck? Oh my fucking god! Input reading, bitch! Oh, fuck me in the ass right now! Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. God. No! Oh, Pyron, I fucking hate you! Ow. Oh my fucking god. What the hell? Oh my god, come on! Pyron, will you stop being an asshole and let me win already, you fucking dick! I am losing my goddamn mind against Pyron, and he's only the first boss and he's only the final boss in the first fucking game. I am scared for how the hell I am gonna be handling Pyron in the next game, and well, we'll get to him later. I don't know what to expect because I've never actually completed the arcade modes of any of these games really, so who knows? Please, let it end. Let it fucking end. Let this end already, you dickhead. I just want to be done with Darkstalkers 1. God damn it. Oh my fucking god. I am losing my damn mind right now. I am losing my godforsaken mind right now. Ow. I will fucking end you! Fuck. I swear to fucking Christ. Would you knock it off? Oh my fucking god, Pyron, will you stop being a dick? Fuck! Fuck you, Pyron! Let's go! Ah!
You fought well, Pyron. You are a worthy foe, but unworthy to rule. I am the true lord of the night.
Meanwhile, where's Lord Maximoff? I've not seen him lately. He was here a moment ago. I wonder where he went.
A toast to my eternal rule. The moon will be my scepter, and the stars and
I couldn't read that fast.
with the night and all its forces under my command, nothing can stop me. No thing can stop me. Soon even the day dwellers will bare their throats to me.
He's a vampire, all right. Yeah, just look at Dimitri with that swagger and having all of his ladies with him, because he's a vampire, don't you know? So yeah, that was Darkstalkers 1. And obviously, we've dealt with, you know, that whole deal. But now we move on to the second game in the series, Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge. Where, we decided maybe we should have a protagonist that's not, you know, a villain. Besides, this isn't Tekken yet. Like, this is a cool-ass intro for Darkstalkers. We get introduced to a few characters, like we saw Xienko, one of my personal favorites. Donovan, who we saw earlier with the big sword and such, is really cool. And that's the logo and basis for what they actually did for the OVA, actually. But of course, we have to now pick our characters here, and they did some different stuff with the presentation. But here, we have to pick our man, Donovan, who is technically the main character of Darkstalkers Revenge. And you'll notice that little girl behind him, Anita. She's kind of important to his whole thing, and yeah, there's a lot of difference here when it comes to how this game looks and feels compared to, you know, the other... compared to the, you know, first set of... compared to the first game. There is difference here. Now, Donovan does not play like the other characters. He actually does a few things... He actually has a few different styles of moves by comparison. And he also summons out fucking JoJo stands out of nowhere, because of course he fucking does. Because... And Donovan is a Dampierre, aka he's half vampire, and he tries not to let the vampiric side of him take control, you know, as you do. He's basically Blade from the Marvel Universe. Keep what I said about that in mind. Because, yeah, Donovan is definitely a very fascinating character in that regard. Again, summons out fucking JoJo stands that just do some really crazy shit because, you know, Capcom was having too much fun with this. Let's smack him. Darkstalkers, now you will feel the wrath of my avenging blade. Now we have to fight my favorite Darkstalkers girl, the Jiangxi girl, Xienko, or Shenko, or however the fuck you pronounce her name. She's cool. I love her a lot. I love her a lot. She's great. Smack! Okay, it's based on what button you press when he does that. Okay. Good to know! I will say I don't play Donovan very often. He's definitely a character that I like, but I will say he's not an easy character for me to just pick up and play easily. Fuck. No! Stomp! Get stomped on, bitch! Right, also, Darkstalkers introduces something called EX moves, which basically gives you essentially beefed up versions of your regular of your special moves. So it's kind of nifty. I still can't get over Bishamon just coming out of the fucking igloo. That shit's funny to me. Like, Jesus Christ, that's funny. Oh my fucking god. Fuck. What the fuck? Oh right, Bishamon's big suit, like his EX special, which basically just has him do all that. The Anita stuff is Anita's a really fascinating character that, man, there's just so much about Anita I really want to figure out stuff about, because Lord knows that's exactly what we kind of need at this point. And Anita's got so many cool things to her, but she's just hasn't had a chance to show off what she can really do, because, well, Darkstalkers hasn't been continued since the 90s. And, well, well, let's just say I have some stuff to talk about once we're done with this, because, yeah. Booyah! Flaming Sword Uppercut! Ow! Gonna be trouble. Fuck. Man, I really fucking hate fighting Bishamon. Woo! Take that, Bishamon! Woo! Yeah, baby! Powers are great, and I guess I didn't... I guess now they finally added more than one fucking victory quote into these characters. Thank God. Why does Donovan's voice sound so familiar to me? I'm gonna have to look this up later. I have no idea who voices Donovan in this game. Booyah! Sorry, Donovan, we're just gonna have to take you down with that one. Stomp! It didn't work. Booyah! The forces of darkness fall easier than I had even imagined. Ah, yes, we're back with Lord Raptor again. Oh boy, I hope he doesn't take me forever to beat like last time, because Jesus, I do not want to be stuck on Raptor again. Yeah! Nope, not getting hit this time. Not gonna get stomped out like I'm in that territory. Ugh! Yeah, baby. Let's go. Oh man, he turned me into a basketball. Fuck. I do not like dealing with this right now. Fuck. Oh, come on. Huh? Oh my god. Perhaps I spoke too soon. I shouldn't have wasted my time on such inferior opponents. That's a weirdly poetic way of putting it there, Raptor. Oh, god damn it. Fuck! Oh, come on. It wouldn't be Lord Raptor causing me... It wouldn't be a Darkstalkers thing if Lord Raptor wasn't giving me shit, I guess. Son of a bitch. Stomp. Fuck! Oh, come on. No, god damn it. Son of a bitch. A good attempt, but road to the netherworld is paved with good attempts. The fuck? That is... Again, what is up with Raptor's dialogue here? Alright, let's see what other colors Donovan has. Okay, he's got a yellow color for his light kick color. That makes sense. I don't know how many colors everyone has. Ah! Stomp! Oh, fuck off, you stupid bots. Well, at least I killed someone before that, and... my god, are you fucking serious? Oh, shit, I got grabbed by things. Wait, what? I thought I won! Oh no, I got distracted by the bots! Oh, come on! What the fuck? No. Lord Raptor, get the fuck away from me. Yeah, baby. God. What? Fuck! God damn it. Losing to me is as inevitable as death itself! You know, as you do. Alright, does, Okay, Domin's got this blue color for himself when I press medium kick. That's interesting. Not bad color for him. Oh, come on. Let the fuck go of me, Raptor. Oh my god, What?! I swear to God, Raptor. My god, Raptor. Medium punch gives me this purple color. Okay, that's cool looking. I dig it. Fucking Christ, Raptor. Screw you, Raptor. Brr. What? Oh my god. God damn it. I swear to God, how the fuck do I pick up the sword again? Fuck! God damn it, God damn it. I almost said God damn it, Dimitri, when I'm fighting against Raptor. What the fuck is wrong with me? Man, I really am just losing my mind, aren't I? Okay, about the same as his regular, like, light punch color. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. I just love the fucking hands that grew out of the sword drawers. It's like, I'm waiting. Ugh. Christ. I don't know how to play Donovan, in case it wasn't obvious. So, yeah. Ah, come on! What? Fuck! Fuck you, Lord Raptor! Let's go! Darkstalkers. Okay, he's said that one already. Next up is a mirror match against yourself. Huh. Stomp. Oh my god. Oh my god, just need to deal with things. Kill, bitch. Stop it. No, fuck. Alright, just come on, Donovan. You need to do something here. Oh, almost had him. Okay, got him that time. Oh, come on. No! And of course, it had to end where I stomp him and then he stomps me. What else is new? Who would have thought that would have happened? Lordy almighty. Oh my lordy. I'm getting myself mixed up with my own doppelganger. God damn it. Come on, you dumb bastard. Ugh. Oh, yeah, take that, me. Take that, me. Get thee away from me, Phantom. There can be only one. Donovan, you're not a Highlander. Anakades! The Supreme Pharaoh has awakened! All hail the Imperial Pudding! And yes, it was entirely necessary to bring up that hilarious-ass quote of Anacharus's from the cartoon, because it is still, to this day, one of the funniest goddamn things I have ever heard for just how out of friggin' nowhere it is. Though I did leave out the, there are lizards in my pants! Like, what? Like, what do you mean there are lizards in your pants, bro? Like, what? What are you on about? What do you mean by that? It's just that friggin', what do you mean by that meme? When you hear him say that, like, why does he have lizards in his pants? I know he's a mummy, but what? Oh my god. Ugh. Fuck. Spacing. You know, you think after all my time playing as Sea Viper recently, you think I'd understand spacing more thanks to the power of what buttons do what. Oh, come on. Screw you, Anacharus. Ah! Boy, do I friggin' hate dealing with this shit right now. Da-da-da-da-da-doi! Booyah! Stomp! Oh my god! Thank God we beat the mummy. The forces of darkness fall easier than I had even imagined, as you do. Oh boy, Dimitri time. We played as you in the last game, Dimitri. Now it's time for you to suffer like I did when I was fighting against Lord Raptor and Pyron. Now you die. Again, fitting that the Dampierre here has to fight up against a full-on vampire, because Dimitri being Dimitri had to cause more problems than you'd think. Let it be known. I'm just stealing the Yun-Tek here because I am not dealing with this shit right now. Yun-Tek! Yun-Tek, let's go! I'm just stealing the Yun-Tek from Street Fighter 3 because you want from Street Fighter 3 and 4. You want to get in closer? Dive kick. You want to make sure to give them pressure? Dive kick. You want to somehow inspire a whole fit. The time went out. Okay. Didn't think that was gonna happen. Ow. Stomp. Get stomped, bitch. Oh my god. Come on. No! Son of a bitch. There we go. Stub him in his boot. It'll work eventually. Fuck! Frickin' Dimitri Dashin here. He knows what's up, I guess. I don't know. Fuck. Fuck! Oh my god, I was so close! Screw you, Dimitri, you asshole!
You fought nobly and were nobly beaten.
You know, as one does. And finally, his heavy kick color is this green color. That is a color to pick for you, Donovan. Nita's purple looks pretty good, though. Oh, god damn it. No, thank you. Fuck that. My god. Screw you! Your fireball still hits me? Well, screw you. I stomp you with the power of whatever the hell spirit I summoned was. Look, I don't know why Dampierre is also just able to summon out weird stand spirits, and because he's a monk or something. It's complicated. It is a very complicated thing that we do not understand. Fuck! Screw you, Dimitri! Get fucked, you vampiric asshole! Ugh. And that's how you don't fuck with a monk. And now we go back to fighting Huitzel again because of friggin' course we're fighting against the big robot. Because we're in a familiar place. Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge kind of feels like a weird case where it's a sequel, but it also feels like a redo of the first game because, well, technically speaking, I think it has the same plot, just more characters involved. So it's one of those weird, I don't know what the plots kind of, like, how the plots differentiate. It's friggin', you know, it's the friggin' logic of, like, say, New Generation and Second Impact, I guess, if we're going by Street Fighter logic. Ah, Christ. Frickin' freezing beams from a robot. Good old space robot laser beams that freeze people. What else is new? Ah! And he also has explosives. Okay, enough with the freeze ray already, you asshole. What? Oh, come on. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Fuck. We're not even at Vampire. Opponent destroyed. Omega Defense Program initiated. Alright, now that I've shown off all the colors, let's just get Donovan back to his regular colors and then fight normally like that. Because Lord knows, this is where things get weird. By the way, if you're hearing any background noise, that's just someone else. That's just someone in the background just looking in stuff, so don't mind the noise. Just know that that's going on, and that's why you're hearing some random rustling in the background. Because, yay. Oh my god. Ack. Fuck! Oh, god damn it. Ow! I swear to God, Huitzel, you are going to face a lot of feelings that I hate right now, so fuck you too, bitch. God damn it. Ack. Oh my god. Oh god damn it. Ah. Screw you. Stomp. The good old stomp. Ugh! Take that, you stupid bot. Fear me and my blade that does things. Oh, what? God damn it. I will harm you. Oh, God. And Huitzel just sent me flying like that. Jesus Christ. Location confirmed. Sending supplies. Wrong character again, but it's a robot, so of course my brain had to think of that. God damn it, Huitzel. I remember this not taking me as long during the Huitzel did not take me super long to fight against in the last game, which, oh boy, that is not a good sign considering what I know what's coming up after this. God help me. Fuck! And throw! Take that, you stupid robot. Ugh. And stomp. Stomp! Take that. And that is how you do it. Oh my lordy. And now we gotta finish off by fighting against Pyron. Because goddammit, Pyron. You just had to be that guy who's dealing all the problems, and now you look like less you're made of fire. Well, to be fair here, blue fire is hotter than red fire. Just, I'm just gonna shut up now. God damn. And there we go. Pyron round 1 complete. Not risking a goddamn thing. Because I am not risking trying to beat this guy multiple times just to win this one. I swear, if he somehow is easier against freaking... if Donovan was able to beat him easier. What the fuck? Okay, that happened. That was weird. Fuck. There we go. Stomped him. What? What? Okay, screw you, Pyron, you asshole. There we go. Booyakasha. Wow, that actually took me that took me 1 try to beat. Oh shit, Donovan. What's happening to me? No, no! They're evil flowing from them into me. What the fuck was that wording? Forced to absorb the evil of his defeated opponents, Donovan begins to mutate as the darkness within him alters his body. Realizing that Donovan has sacrificed his humanity to destroy the Darkstalkers, Amanda? Her name is Anita! Self-imposed curse is lifted. 10 years later, she's... well, you know, she's doing good for herself. She looks like a fucking Cyborg 009 character now. I still think of him. I wonder if he has ever found peace, or if I shall ever see him again. Oh, Anita. I am so sorry. Donovan fights a desperate battle for his humanity against the darkness within him. Amanda. Anita. He fights, but the night is long, and the darkness is patient. Soon, it's slavers. Slavers? Soon. The fuck does slavers mean? That is a word I have never heard before. Like, I have sincerely never heard of that word before. I guess it's like some kind of saliva terminology? I don't know. Dictionaries are weird. But yeah, that was Darkstalker. That was Night Warriors Darkstalker's Revenge. Not gonna lie, you can feel how much better this game feels than the first game, because it feels so much better gameplay-wise, and honestly, I just kind of dug what was there. But, as much as I'd like to say that, technically speaking, we're continuing on with the Darkstalkers side of things, I'm half right. Because there is one little special game I do want to focus on and do before we go on to the final game of our bunch. Because, well, you know how I said Anita has a very special thing going on with her that's kind of weird and a little bit strange? Well, she made one other playable appearance that's quite different from the rest of what's there. And once the credits are done, I'll be able to show you what I'm talking about, because let's put this into perspective here. The Darkstalkers franchise has a lot of loose threads that we wish would continue, but what can you do? It's kind of what happens when you're a dead franchise. Good old Capcom All-Staff. And that's why we thank you for playing. You're welcome. We are glad to be playing your games, Capcom. But yeah, we gotta switch games from the Capcom Fighting Collection here. Wait. So we gotta actually leave the Capcom Fighting Collection 1, and we gotta go over to a completely different collection that's also technically the next one. So you're probably thinking to yourself, wait, the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection? Why are we going here? Some of you may know where I'm going with this, some of you don't know what the fuck is going on, and the rest of you probably don't give a shit. The point is, yeah, we're moving over to the Marvel vs. Capcom collection. Now, obviously people, when they think of Marvel vs. Capcom and think of, you know, Darkstalkers characters, they're thinking of these two games, or the third game, or Infinite. But no, where we're going, we gotta go all the way back to the second game in all of this, and the first one that spread out beyond the X-Men, Marvel Superheroes. And needless to say, Marvel Superheroes is definitely a different game. And you're probably thinking to yourself, wait, what does this have to do with Darkstalkers? This seems weird. And no, it has nothing to do with Mephisto's son Blackheart there. Or the fact that all these characters are costume superheroes and whatever the hell Shumagorath is. For you see, my dear viewers, who probably don't know what this secret is, there's a secret character in this game that you can select. There are 3 secret characters, 2 of which are the bosses of this game, those being Doctor Doom and Thanos. But there is one character that some people do not know exists in this game, and technically is the second example of Capcom having a lot of fun putting stuff into the game. And it's kind of a weird thing to witness. Because what we're about to see here, for those of you who don't know what the hell I'm about to do here, well, this is what happens when you go downwards. And I think she's right here. I think she is. Yeah, she is. Yeah, you play as Anita in Marvel Superheroes, and she is tiny. Like, look at her. She's tiny as hell. And she's carrying around Donovan's sword, too. And yes, you just saw Akuma there for some reason. Like, why is Akuma powering up the sword and shit? Why is Akuma there? Don't ask questions. It's not a big deal. Why is Akuma using the power of fire on her sword? Don't ask questions. It's not a big deal. Question mark. And yeah, this is kind of just how it be, and this is just such a goofy ass thing that I just thought, okay, consider, and yeah, if you use the, but basically these are characters all using Donovan's powers, but in a much smaller body. Like, it is something weird when you're dealing with all of this. Oh, and also this is her super move. And it does more damage on block! Like, what? Like, you're witnessing a lot of weird shit right now with Anita. Oh, and for some reason, her windscreens are Thanos's because, well, she had none of her own. Yeah, Anita's a weird character in this because she technically doesn't really have anything to do with what's going on in this game. She's just here. Because they felt like just putting in a Darkstalkers character, but they also thought, you know what, let's see what we can fit in with this. And Anita just happened to be here with placeholders of Akuma for the Fire Spirit and freaking Shenko's sister for the Thunder powers. Like, okay, this is what we're dealing with now. And like I said, this move is stronger on block than it is on hit. That is stupid as hell, but it's hilarious. Like, yeah, I was good, but yeah, I will say this. I'm not gonna go through all the Marvel vs. Capcom games with this one because, well, bluntly putting it, nah. I just thought it would be funny to show off the most unique character of the bunch, that being Anita, and the fact that she's only in this game as a playable character and in Marvel 1 as an assist character. It's like, why is this a thing? Why, Capcom, you people are crazy. I mean, these are the same people who in X-Men Children of the Atom decided, let's just friggin' have it so Akuma's just a random playable character because we felt like building up a secret with that dude. And it just led into all of that. And also just Anita's just tiny in this game. It's really funny just seeing her just wielding this fucking sword and just being able to do all of this while just being smaller than everybody else. It's friggin' hilarious. And again, that super does more damage on freaking block. Like, why would you design this? Like, that is just funny that you designed a character whose entire freaking playstyle is tiny, mix-up, and also has a move that is stupidly strong when the opponent is blocking it. I just thought this would be funny, and since we finished... And also, Iron Man's fucking repulsor his freaking Unibeam can't even fucking hit her! Like, wow! Look at this damage! She does 100 freaking hits with that thing! Are you fucking serious right now? Why, my god, Capcom, you are in... Capcom was on some kind of something back in those days. Like, Jesus Christ, this should not be real. And just like that, Anita is broken. Anita breaks so many things open for no reason. What the hell? Alright, just time to do what we always do. Deal with the best there is at what he does, bub. Hi! Also, yeah, Anita... Also, I should probably stress that Anita has, like, psychic powers. She's basically medieval... She's basically the medieval version of Carrie. Let's just put it like that. And if you don't know who the fuck Carrie is, I am just gonna hope and pray that y'all have a good afternoon to spend and learn why the kinds of people that give certain specific individuals a really bad name are awful people, and probably just to remind you that sometimes going to prom ain't fucking worth it. I should know I never went to prom. Yeah, just don't go to a school. Don't go to a school that's written by Stephen King. You are forever going to have a very sad and very awful life if you are an outcast living in a Stephen King story. Or you're gonna go mentally insane and somehow end up at a hotel in my home state. And if you know what the fuck I'm talking about, one, good taste. Secondly, yeah, it's weird. Hey, Psylocke, how are you doing? It's been a bit. Man, remember when Psylocke was, like, super well, okay, I shouldn't say when she was super popular. She's been getting popular again thanks to Marvel Rivals. Like, Jesus Christ, she has been getting stupid popular in Marvel Rivals. Even though it's not, you know, it's not the Betsy Braddock version, but it's just weird knowing Psylocke is back in the fucking public conscience of freaking, you know, Marvel stuff, thanks to Marvel Rivals. Like, here's hoping it all works out at this point, and, Jesus Christ. Da-da-da-da-da-da-do. Always die by the power of tiny heads being flung at you. You dumb bitch. Hey! Yeah, that's right. Block and take more damage. That should not work. This should not fucking work. That should not work at all in this game. But it does. Speaking of Blackheart from earlier, Jesus Christ, I was not expecting to fight you here, you giant ass. Like, holy shit, Blackheart. Look at how big Blackheart is. Like, this motherfucker is huge. Like, compared to Anita, this motherfucker is huge. Like, Jesus. Like, Jesus, look at this guy. Like, he is huge. This motherfucker is big. Like, you got, like, that is why you never underestimate the power of being the son of Mephisto. I'll rant about Mephisto another day when I feel like talking about Marvel stuff. Maybe I'll do it when I get to when Marvel Tokon's coming out. I don't fucking know. Look, I don't know, man. I do not have the time in the day to talk about why Mephisto is an asshole and why everybody wants his ass to get his ass beat and why Doctor Strange probably wants to prove himself. Hell, fucking Deadpool wants to tell him, motherfucker, you stole Spider-Man's marriage and people fucking hate you for that shit. Maybe you should stop. And also probably just because they really just want to give Joe Quesada problems. Hey, Dr. Doom, how are you doing? You were in a movie recently. Well, slight side note, I still haven't seen First Steps yet. I've heard good things, I just haven't gotten around to it yet because, yeah, I just haven't gotten time to watching First Steps yet. I've heard great things, though. But then again, it's what happens when, you know, we've been waiting for like a good 30-something years for a good Fantastic Four movie to finally come out. Yeah, block this. Just anytime a character is blocking and you're playing as Anita, just kill them with her super. Just kill them. Just kill them by the power of small carry. Again, Again, it's fitting considering this is Halloween and all that, so... It's not Halloween yet, but it's October. I just like thinking of October as just it's the month where we think of Halloween, and it just keeps doing that because of friggin' course we do. Because, you know, Halloween's fun. Halloween's a fun time of the year. Your fucking shield of whatever the hell that was will not save you this time, Doom! Although that might. Hidden missiles! Oh, wait. Just, god damn it, Doom, you fucking dickhead. It's funny because Doom is actually part of a really big team that proves why Morgan is top tier in Marvel 3, so, you know, in case you ever really want to give people problems, play as Morgan and Doctor Doom in Marvel 3. You will give everybody hell in that game. You are a fool. Did you truly believe I would allow you to defeat me? So, literally, I know it's, this is, like, I don't know, if a character that hasn't been announced yet for Marvel Tokon gets announced and they're in the Marvel games and maybe in another really weird game, the good old clunky Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects, maybe I'll do a stream for that. Maybe I'll do a stream for those games. I don't fucking know. Look, Marvel Tokon's not even out yet. In fact, it's probably going to be a while before it comes out, so who knows. Take that. Take that! Take that! Take that! Just screw you, Thanos. I'm just gonna zone you out. I'm just zoning out Thanos right now with a tiny sword, with a big-ass sword for a tiny girl. Like, what the fuck? There we go. Oh my god, you've got to be fucking serious. You've got to be friggin' kidding me right now. What the hell? Ow! Stupid bubbles. It's funny because those bubbles will be terrifying if you use Thanos in Marvel 2, because, yeah, Thanos in Marvel 2 is a very popular assist character because he has a trap frickin' assist that is really good. And now to kill him. Taste the tiny heads! Taste the tiny heads! Yeah, you could tell Anita was not built to specifically be a playable character. Now Anita has the power of the Infinity Gems. And she's gone. The sword is just there. And we just cut straight to the fucking credits. Duh, end! Yeah, that was an experience, alright. Now, you're probably thinking to yourselves, wow, that was a really weird detour before we got to an actual game that's a part of this. Yes, you're right. It kind of is, and somehow Anita is now my second best character in this one for time ranking, just behind fucking Juggernaut. Aha! Anyways, now that that's done with the Marvel collection, just to show off Anita, we go back to the Capcom Fighting collection, and we now have to go towards the final game in all of this, and the game that I will just freely admit is the game that is the most beloved of the bunch. That game, of course, being the third Darkstalkers game. We're not counting Vampire Hunter 2 and Vampire Savior 2. These don't count. But we are here to Vampire Savior, the Lord of Vampire.
Vampire Savior, the Lord of Vampire.
And this is the game that everybody loves from Darkstalkers. Dirty Beret. Why is freaking Relento with Akuma? Is that even Relento? Like, this intro is pretty friggin' iconic. Yep, we're here, and yeah, this game is very iconic. And of course, the character we have to do for this one is Morrigan. And we get to fight against a small Red Riding Hood who is a fucking bounty hunter with guns and explosives. Ow. Slaughter Feast! Shadow Blade! Slaughter Feast! Yo, Morgan looking good in that outfit. And also, yeah, the style of vampire saviors fight. You're so sweet. I'll take away your body and soul. Yeah, for some reason, they decided Morgan should... Because, of course, she's, you know, she's Scottish. She's got the whole Scottish thing, which is funny. Ow. Ah! The Supreme Pharaoh has awakened! All hail the Imperial Pudding! And Soul Feast. Oh, fuck. How do I do this again? Let me take a look. Okay. Okay. I get it now. There we go! Raging Demon time! Yeah, just as a slight side note, yeah, so if anyone's familiar with Akuma's Raging Demon in Street Fighter, it actually got one of its most notable depictions in the Darkstalkers series, because, yes, this move, Morrigan's Darkness Illusion, is actually one of the cases. Also, Dark World! God damn, Anacharis kicked my ass! Bow to me, but I am the mummy! All hail the Imperial Pudding! I've enjoyed slumming long enough. Okay. Oh well, they even ask you if you want to use the same character. That's cool. I dig it when they do that. I dig it when they do stuff like that. That's cool. Shadow Blade! Slaughter Feast! Shadow Blade! Ikoya! Rest in peace to Morgan's original Japanese actor, by the way. Rest in peace. Ow. Oh! Shadow Blade! Slaughter Feast! Good ol'... But yeah, Morgan's also one of the other really easy characters to pick up, and there's a reason she's the most popular character out of Darkstalkers. I thought you'd amuse me. Guess I was wrong. But yeah, there's a reason why Morgan is the most famous character of Darkstalkers' friggin' thing. Because, well, bluntly putting it, she is indeed the character who got the most popular from she was a fan favorite when she first showed up in Darkstalker, in the first Darkstalkers, and now she had a whole ass story about her in Darkstalkers 3 where we learn more about her being the daughter of, you know, a very big deal in the Darkstalkers lore. And we also learned that she had a piece of herself taken out of her, which is how Lilith was born, which then leads into the villain of this game, Jeddah. We'll get to him later, don't worry. Holy shit, Bishamon, you are pissed. And there's a reason she basically became the face of the franchise, because, well, I mean, she's a fucking succubus in a freaking horror-themed fighting game, for God's sake. And also, people just really like succubi. It's really funny for me because obviously in the more modern games, in like Tekken, gee, I wonder why. Yeah. Yeah. In like the more recent games like Marvel 3 and Infinite, you're a novice. Don't forget where you fight. But Morgan definitely got super popular. And the funny thing is, they originally designed her to be another vampire like Dimitri, but then somebody said, why don't we make her a succubus instead? And the staff was like, what's a succubus? And then, let's just say, they basically just got the very simple answer, it's a demon that fucks you to death. And they basically said, that's awesome, we're putting that in the game. Don't you just love when popular characters get created because people learn things that they never thought they wanted until they were told about it? Like, that's gotta be a really weird thing to just say out of nowhere. Just be like, our most popular character and the one we still sell merchandising for is the one that, you know, got made because Japanese developers didn't know what a fucking succubus was, and then when they were told what it was, they're like, okay, that's awesome, we're making it's just that fucking Rick and Morty scene of, you son of a bitch, I'm in. That's literally how it happened. That was so tasty. Give it to me again. It's funny because because the current voice for Morgan does the Scottish accent, even though it's a Welsh actress doing it. And then we also, in the cartoon, they also did the voice. The only time they didn't bother with the accent for Morgan is both in the OVA and when they were characters in the, in Cross Edge, the strangely attractive fishman. Yeah, yes, good old Rikuo. Again, in fact, because I'm playing as Morgan, you're almost pretty. For a fishman! And also, I mean, this guy came out before Sidon. Maybe Sidon was inspired by Rikuo. You never know. But yes, good old strangely attractive. I mean, it also doesn't help that Morgan herself in that cartoon literally said the phrase, why, you're almost pretty. For a fishman, or my other personal favorite, just what I love in a man, curiously attractive and dumb. Like, goddamn, Morgan. God, that cartoon is dumb. Like, Morgan's just a straight-up bad guy in that one, even though in the game she's morally gray. Then again, most of the characters outside of, like, Pyron and maybe Dimitri are morally gray. Like, the only outright heroic characters of the bunch are like Donovan, Sienko. I'm trying to think who else. I guess Anita, since I got done talking about her earlier. And I mean, she's a young girl, so of course she's not a villain. And Rikuo just doesn't give a shit. You shouldn't challenge the flow. Instead, be a part of it. You know, as you do. Oh boy. But yeah, it's just kind of funny looking back on all of this. And yeah, Morgan becoming the popular character of the bunch definitely led to... I mean, it's how I learned about Darkstalkers, was through Marvel vs. Capcom, because... I mean, you see this really cool... I mean, I thought she was a fucking vampire when I first saw her, but then I learned, oh no, she's a friggin' succubus. Oh, right, in Cross Edge, yeah, she's played by... I think she's played by Erin Fitzgerald, I think, which is something else I did not expect, but I could be mixing her up with a different female actor who was in that because they picked some interesting voices. And in the OVA, she's played by a voice actor I'm very familiar with, the lovely Kathleen Barr, who is a voice actor I have heard in a lot of shows from Canada and a bunch of other anime stuff she's been in, though her most famous role for a lot of people is probably her role as one of the Kanker sisters and Kevin from Ed, Edd n Eddy, which is why I kind of find it funny that the other most popular role of hers has got to go to a certain character I really like, that being Queen Chrysalis from My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. Don't know a single thing about Darkstalkers, but even I have to agree Morgan, an attractive Capcom character, though she will never be Jury's attractiveness in my opinion. Fair enough. Look, I mean, to be fair here, I love Morgan as well, but my favorite Darkstalker is, well, the Jiangshi we're fighting right now. Yeah. I'll say this right now, Xianko is my favorite Darkstalkers girl because, I don't know, I just really like the Jiangshi and the fact that she's kind of cute and all that, and the fact that she has a really nice look to her. I just really like Xianko a lot. She's great. So while I do love me some Morgan, Felicia's also really cute too. But I will say, yeah, the zombie girl is my fave. The fucking hopping zombie the hopping zombie is my favorite girl in the game. Yeah. To each their own, no judgments here. I mean, hey, I mean, to be fair here, I just got done talking about the curiously attractive Fishman earlier, so of course I'm gonna know what's up. Again, the strangely attractive Fishman, as we all understand. I'm bi enough, I don't give a fuck. But yeah. Don't call me a living dead. Don't you know that scares me? It's kind of funny how Xianko was, like, really timid and, like, has a bit more of a timidness and kind of a more jovial style in the games. But in the freaking OVAs and in the cartoon, she's a lot more... I mean, yeah, I get that. To be fair, even I find some male characters attractive and I'm straight. Fair enough, I get that. Like I said, I'm bi, so I mean, I'm actually demi, but that's a whole other thing. That just means that I have to care about you emotionally first before I find you attractive, so, you know how it is. I had to learn that term years ago, and honestly, it fits me like a glove. But I don't really have a preference either way. Yeah, it's something that I learned about a few years ago thanks to a friend of mine, and honestly, it kind of fits. It actually works for me. But yeah, it's a very fascinating thing. But yeah, so with that whole deal, I just really like a lot of the characters in Darkstalkers, so... Because Darkstalkers is a series, well, I'm not nearly as deep into as other people. Like I said, if you really want some more information, check out a YouTube channel called Thorgy's Arcade. He did a whole video retrospective. I'm just degenerate. I only 2D waifus. So wait, where do the 3D ones come in then? Like the 3D ones from the games that don't have sprite work or character art. I did not know. Okay, so I didn't know that. I forgot that there was a whole ass frickin' thing with Morgan there. Yeah, where are the 3D waifus at? Like, I know the joke is that 3D waifus just equate down to, like, that's the real people thing. I know that's the joke, but I just thought it'd be funny to make that joke. Jokes. We love our jokes here, people. Alright. My emotions and body are falling apart, can't you tell? No, Xianko. No, we cannot. God damn it, I love that stupid quote. Oh, Xianko. But yeah, there's a lot to love about Darkstalkers, and honestly, it's a franchise that... It's never coming back, but you know what? I can at least be happy that the characters still live on in people's minds. That is honestly what I'm willing to accept at this point. I'm willing to accept the fact that that the characters still live on and that people still love them. Being a Darkstalkers fan is a bit sad, but you know what? I do have more 2D waifus than I do 3D waifus. Fair enough. I mean, I just say they're all fictional. Who cares? I just say they're all fictional. Who cares? I mean, I also have a lot of characters that I like that are in that because, well, welcome to How It Be. Also true. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Shadow Blade! Fuck. Ow. I'm just trying. I will lame you out, Sienko! But then again, I tend to choose to want to live in an unreality mode. Slaughter Feast! Woo! Booyah! Yeah, baby! Maybe I should have given you a hint. Maybe next time. But yeah, it's funny because of that whole Queen Chrysalis joke. And there's the main villain himself, Jedha. As much as I hate using the word overrated myself, but yeah, the real world is just full of shit that's hard to deal with. So yeah, just be sure to help your fellow people is all I say in reality. But either way, the point is, but yeah, we're now here against Jedha, this asshole. The main villain of Darkstalkers 3, and also the dude who knows what, and also the dude who pretty much has a lot of issues with Morrigan's father, and he's a bit of an elitist jerkwad, but he's also the kind of villain who loves hearing the sound of his own voice. He's also voiced by a very in this game specifically, or rather all of his Japanese appearances, because in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, they did not have actual Japanese voiceover. In this game, and in Capcom Fighting Evolution, he's voiced by a voice actor that some people might not know is actually his VA, that being Isshin Chiba, aka the voice actor of Dio from the Capcom JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game, Kyosuke from Rival Schools, but most people know him most as his most popular performance, that being Jin Kazama from Tekken. So yes, the voice actor of the final villain of Darkstalkers is Jin Kazama, which is kinda sick. Also, he went down way faster than Pyron. Goddamn. Young men tend to use force. Don't be ashamed. I like it. And now the whole Queen Chrysalis joke from earlier is basically just me pointing out that, yeah. So Jedha's not the final boss for Morrigan. The actual final boss is you. As I expected, Jedha lied to me. He tried to chain me to the darkness. Again. I really wanted to see you. Yes, you. You and me belong together. You have my body. Yep, here is the last third of Morrigan's life, Lilith. The succubus girl that knows how to handle things. Catfight! But Felicia's not involved in this. But yeah, so yeah, here we are against Lilith, the character who is 1/3 of Morrigan and is essentially a third of Morrigan's power and also, well, a third of her size, to be blunt here. I feel like that was intentional. I do genuinely think Lilith is a really cool character, and I genuinely love Lilith a lot. She's great, but she's also a character who kind of suffers from, she's stuck being Morrigan's other half, essentially. But she certainly knows what's up. She also has a bit of a light theme compared to Morrigan's dark theme because, you know, Lilith's a bit more of a nice girl. I mean, just look at her, for God's sake. Elegant eyes. Please give them to me. But yeah, we love her. But yeah, it's a good old succubus encounter, and not gonna lie, it's kind of fascinating learning the lore of how Morrigan and Lilith get a whole thing. And because of this, I now realize, oh god, I actually have one more game to do after this, because I thought I'd be done with after Vampire Savior. So, Xion pretty much. Yeah! Yeah! Like, actually thinking about it, Xion is basically just Lilith, but, you know, for Sora instead. Oh my god, I never thought about that until now. The only difference is that is that, you know, Xion... Well, okay, it's kind of weird to say. I mean, the only difference is that Lilith doesn't become a freaking... Is that Lilith doesn't become a giant random whatever nobody creature Xion turns into in days. Sword Feast! Morrigan dance for happy time. I only wanted to have a body to live in. You want this body, don't you? You need me. The positioning there's kind of weird. Alright then, come inside me. Now. Phrasing, Morrigan. And now they are one person. There's the kinky shit. Ah, I feel new inside. Everything looks different. The world looks so beautiful. I feel like I can do anything. Is all of this because of that girl? Okay. So, this is kind of funny because I thought I'd be done after Vampire Savior. But I then realized something really, really weird. I actually have 2 other games I need to play, actually. Actually, no. It's just... Nah, it's just one game. Because, technically speaking, there is one more piece of lore I have to share involving Morrigan and Lilith. Because, of course, I have to somehow make things more complicated than I actually need to. So let's go on from... So we move on from Vampire Savior, one of the greatest Capcom fighting games of all time, and still a game that I think people should absolutely play because it is amazing. And I love Jedha so much in this game. Like, Jedha's actually my main. Even though he's not good in this game, he's actually one of my favorite characters to play as in this game. So with all that said, we are now... But yeah, Darkstalkers 3... Also, I was weirded out seeing Pokemon in the fucking credits there. Like, that's not what that is, but that was funny to see. I need to prep my vacuum to go commit crimes. Fair enough. I hope that goes well. Yeah, that was weird to see. Yeah, that was just kind of weird just to see Pokemon in the credits of a fucking Darkstalkers game. But now, let's go and finish up with some actual canon. We gotta go to Marvel 1. Because I did the Anita stuff from Marvel Superheroes. Now we gotta do the other piece of the lore here by going over to one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes. You'll see why here in a bit. I love this intro. This intro kicks ass. Like, goddamn, I love Marvel vs. Capcom 1 so goddamn much. This is, honest to God, one of my favorite fighting games of all time right here. I am horrible at this game, but I love this game. Ah, nostalgia right there. But yeah, we're here because Morrigan is in this game, and because, well, there's also some secret characters here too. And we have Morrigan and Lilith together. Because, yeah, there's some lore here. Yeah, I know Lilith is just a palette swap version of Morrigan, and, well, there you go. Honestly, I'm glad this is what made Street Fighter Cross Tekken happen. Mood. But yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 is a game I love so much in a lot of areas. And I will always say this game is great. And obviously, we're not getting a new Marvel vs. Capcom game probably until after Tokon is done. And even then, who knows if Tokon is probably going to cause us to be waiting even longer for that, considering how Arc System Works loves to develop their games. But yeah, so we have ourselves... But yeah, there's a reason why we have ourselves this. Yeah, there's a whole ass separate version of Morrigan in this game based on Lilith, and it's supposed to be Lilith, obviously. Brilliant shower. Hyper combo finish! And yeah, there's a reason why I'm doing this, and your soul is strong. May I borrow it forever? Crossover game I played was Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter back in the... Oh, wow, yeah. Technically, of the crossover game specifically, that was the third one. That was the second one. And of the main games, that's the fourth one. If you count X-Men, Children of the Atom, and Marvel Superheroes as part of it. But yeah, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter kicked ass. Like, my favorites will always be X-Men vs. Street Fighter and Marvel 1, because I love those games a lot. And overall, there's just so much about these games I like. I love that her ability is just doing that upwards one, just like she needs help. Sadly, I can never beat Apocalypse whenever I got to his level. It's really funny because Apocalypse is actually the easiest of the Marvel vs. Capcom bosses. Out of the bunch, he's the easiest. Like obviously he's not super easy, but he can be pretty easy. But also because PS1 lag and all that. Please keep me company. But yeah, just overall, it's a fun thing. I wish Jubilee's assist was better, but I'm happy to see Jubilee being drawn by this stuff, because more love for Jubilee, please. Ha! Also, the game that revived Strider, so yeah. Vaguely that Shin Akuma was like a secret boss. It wasn't Shin Akuma. It was actually a version of Akuma called Cyber Akuma. AKA a version of Akuma that was turned into a freaking robot by Apocalypse. And they're just like, yeah, just turn freaking Akuma into a cyborg where he gets freaking like Shota arms and shit. Like Ashura arms. It's crazy. Like, Cyber Akuma is actually one of my favorite friggin' things, and I'm not gonna lie, I kinda hope Street Fighter 6 pulls a Mech Zangief and just gives a Mech Zangief and just gives us Cyber Akuma as a freaking alternate costume. I would die a very happy man if they just did a Cyber Akuma version of his 6 design. That would go so fucking hard. Like, they brought Cyber Akuma back for freaking Street Fighter 5. Why not do the same for Street Fighter 6? Like, that'd be sick. God, this is really surreal. Ow. Fire! Wait, wrong series. Typhoon! Good old Storm, one of my fave. Ah yes, good old Storm. If only you could have been with your husband in Infinite. Then again, I wish a lot of characters were in Infinite, but that's not the discussion for today. I'll save talking about Marvel Infinite for when I actually play Marvel Infinite for a stream, because Marvel Infinite, it's a fun game, but god, the baggage for that game is rougher than a badger's ass. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, Gambit, Gambit, just don't go flirting with Morrigan at this point. Wait, that's actually what he does in his ending, where he just flirts with Morrigan, despite Rogue being right there to pick his ass up and be like, no you don't, sugar. Whoops, wrong way. I just love that ending where it's just like Gambit's flirting with Morrigan and then Rogue just shows up, picks his ass up, and leaves. LeBeau, Remy LeBeau, remember that name. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will, my dude. Iceman. But, like, I genuinely do really... But, like, it's kind of funny because, yeah, that's just how it be. I'll say this right now But yeah, Marvel 1 just has so many cool things I love so much about this game. It's just a game I have so much nostalgia for. And I still remember playing this game a lot, both on PS1 and on Dreamcast, when my cousin gave me like a copy of the game that was able to be used on it. I don't know if it was a real copy or a bootleg, but we had the game on Dreamcast, and that's how I played the game, and it's why for the longest time I was so confused, like, did I play this on PlayStation? Did I play it on Dreamcast? I don't fucking remember. Labo, Remy Labo. Oh, shit. Taste my love, bitch! Oh. Taste the beams! Soda Feast! Soda Feast! Oh! Well, at least that worked. Die, me! Die, monster! You don't belong in this world! Wait, wrong series. Wrong series and wrong company. Ow. Well, there goes Morgan. Come on, Lilith. Throw into the wind! Dance! Alright, time to fight Zangief and Wolverine now. Oh boy, this'll be fun. I am almighty! Oh boy, look forward to... Oh boy. The sad thing is, I'm actually learning grapplers now, thanks to some stuff I've been learning thanks to playing, because I need to prepare myself for Alex, and learning how to play as freaking Zangief and Alex has been a very fascinating experience. Doesn't help that... Oh my god, I also was just reminding myself, since I played 2XKO at my locals recently, because I don't have exactly the best computer to do games like that for now, and I know it can be run on like a toaster or something, but I just don't have the time for it. But I finally played 2XKO, and there's a character in that game named Warwick, who basically is just John Talbane mixed with Wolverine. And I just kind of laughed my ass off when I was playing as him, and I just kept saying, Berserker Barrage! Whenever he did one of his supers, and I'm like, god damn it, it really is just Berserker Barrage! Alright, now we gotta deal with Captain America and Spider-Man. Good old-fashioned people love shipping because if there's one thing Spider-Man is known for doing, it's constantly getting around. Then again, welcome to Spider-Man's life in general. He gets around in more ways than you'd think. EM Disruptor! I am confused on how I should... Because I love me some crossover pairings, and honestly, I kind of love the idea of Spider-Man and Morgan just having a weird little stint with each other. It's kind of funny to me. And just the idea of Peter getting into some random succubus chick is just weirdly funny to me. Then again, it's not like he hasn't dealt with demons before in his life. Hi, Mephisto! How are you doing? God, I fucking can't... God, I can't wait for the day I finally decide to rant about Mephisto and how much I want to slap him silly at points. Among a fuck ton of other reasons why I just want to give Mephisto shit. Just, fuck one more day is all I'm going to say. Speaking of Zangief, I still found it quite sad how the 90s live-action movie made both E. Honda and Zangief not that muscular at all, especially how they didn't even cast an actual Asian to play as E. Honda. Fair. My biggest issue with, you know,
honestly, the guy that got to play Zangief in that movie was great. I actually kind of love the guy that got to play him because he was so charismatic and hilarious, so I couldn't hate him. I will agree on Honda. Rest in peace to the guy that played Honda in the movie, though. Rest in peace to him. That was sad when I heard that he passed away. Like, hearing that he passed, and when I heard Ming-Na Wen talk about him passing away, I was like, that's sad. Like, he had a good charisma as Honda, so I honestly, like, even if he was only there as a placeholder, I'm like, you know what? Good on you, man. You made good with what was there. And honestly, yeah, just rest in peace to him, honestly. But yeah, I will say, the guy that got to play Zangief, though, I love that guy because he had that weird... Sad, but I found it random. They had someone play a character who was meant to be a sumo wrestler, and for some reason I still think it's funny that for some reason they decided, let's cast a Hawaiian guy to play Honda, because he's got the right look for Honda, because he's big, he's got this right feel to him, he knows how to be a sumo guy. Yeah, it's like, why was he Hawaiian for some reason? Like, I don't fucking know. But with Zangief, I think the guy that got to play him was great. And the fact that he went on to play Leatherface in the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre film was something I thought was funny as hell, to just be like, wait, that's the same fucking guy? Like, that, and also he was Christopher Walken's son in Batman Returns. I was just like, what? That was just the most random things to learn randomly while I was watching those movies. Also, best Morgan fit right there. I love it. Please don't be bitter. It's how I feel inside. Oh boy, you! Who are you, one of Pyron's little friends?
I am not your savior. I bring only eternal night. Know my name and fear it. I am Onslaught.
Ah, Onslaught. A character who I have the weirdest thing. My feelings on the guy who was cast as Sagat in the 90s movie. I'll say this, I liked the charisma of the actor was noticeable. He was way too fucking scrawny to be Sagat. That is all I'll say.
Now, behold my mighty hand. No one is...
I'm pretty sure Sagat was taller. Yeah. I made the joke when I basically played the movie games. They cast the actor who plays him is a good actor, and I thought he did good as the more jokier version of Sagat in that movie. But like I said, the issue with Sagat in that movie is that he's just so scrawny. Ow. Also, yeah, Onslaught's I'm gonna say this right now. I actually think Onslaught might be the hardest of the Marvel vs. Capcom bosses, because this dude makes you fucking work. I mean, he's the first of the multi-phased bosses, and, like, I don't think Abyss is that hard in 2, and I will say Apocalypse and I guess even technically Cyber Akuma have their ways of being difficult, but man, Onslaught is crazy. It's like they didn't want to cast any muscular characters for the movie at the time on purpose. That was weird. Anyways, here's the lore I was talking about earlier with Lilith and Morrigan. This is kind of great what they did here. Should we live in these exchanged bodies forever? A collision caused this. It might be reversed. Let's try. Hit my head with yours. Hard! Yeah, here we go.
Let me in your head crush training. Aye!
Ouch. That's it. I'm myself again. We can go home to our dark realm. Come, Lilith. Oh, yes, my sister. Let's go home.
Oh, ouch. No, I can't stand this. Come back to me, my sister.
Yeah, there's a whole ass ending. Like, Lilith and Roll are the only hidden characters that have specific endings for them. And for some fucking reason, the hidden ending... Because, okay, this actually has some lore to it. In the PlayStation 1 version of Darkstalkers 3, they had this whole thing where Morgan and Lilith swapped bodies, and it was continued on into this game specifically, and they decided to have a whole thing where Lilith and Morrigan are still swapped, and that explains why Lilith has a Morrigan palette for her.
and that's why she's the way she is in this game. And let's just say they went that route, and that's kind of why now we're at a point with this. And they decided, well, let's make that into a funny thing for this game, and why Zangief just decided to come in and be like,
Time for me to train with you too! Aye!
like, okay. That was a decision we came to. But yeah, that's how that all happened. And yes, my best team is still Wolverine and Mega Man, because of course. So they decided to have that be the freaking lore for that one, and that's how that happened. And that was the last piece of lore that we got from the Darkstalkers things, even if it was from a PlayStation exclusive thingy, and also from other things. However, I am going to suffer for one last game before we continue, before we finish for today, because technically speaking, I want to show off a game that has some Darkstalkers reps in it, and it's also the last time you'll ever see the 2D sprites for the Darkstalkers characters. And of all the games it had to be in this game. Capcom Fighting Evolution. Now, I was not thinking I was going to play this game today, but I decided, fuck it, we'll do it. Because there is some interesting lore that does get followed up later, and also because I think we should finish off with the last game the 2D sprites for the Darkstalkers characters ever in. So, this is where we're ending. The game that's, not gonna lie, not a great game, but if you have Kusoge-loving friends, maybe this game might do something for you. But yeah, Capcom Fight... We'll be coming back to this game later with future characters I'll be discussing, but you know what? Fuck it, let's do an introduction with Darkstalkers characters. Because when the fuck else am I going to be discussing the Darkstalkers characters in this game? Capcom Fighting Evolution, aka a ginormous missed opportunity this game is. This is not a game that I highly recommend to people, and it's not a game I really think is all that great. But it's got something interesting to it. I mean, it's got fucking Red Earth characters in it. How often do you get to say you have Red Earth characters in it? Because goddamn is it something. And you. We'll discuss you when you come out, Ingrid. Oh, Ingrid. I don't actually hate Ingrid. I just know that she's very infamous amongst people. But yeah, this is your roster. What a weird fucking roster this is. So, with that said, we're gonna play as Dimitri and Jedha. Because there is a reason why, and because Jedha was how, Dimitri was how we started this whole thing, now we're going to have him, plus the villain of Darkstalkers 3, have something cool to finish off. Like I said, this game is weird because it's not like one of the worst fighting games I've ever played, but it's so bland in places and it's got problems. Like, this is a game that you really need to be ready to say, is it something worth playing? If you want to just see what it's like, then sure. But otherwise, it's really not worth it. Come on, baby! Anyways, y'all like gender bending? Because that's what Dimitri's got. I didn't show it before because I'm bad at using Midnight Bliss. But yeah, Dimitri's big special move is gender bend the move. He can just gender bend you into whatever he wants. And if you're already a woman, well, he just makes you sexier or cuter. I mean, for fuck's sake, he puts Lilith into her freaking... Also, Anna Karis made me into a bat. Ow. You can tell Darkstalkers is a very goofy series, and that's kind of why it's great. But yeah, we'll end this off with this because it feels right to finish off with the final section of Darkstalkers' 2D spritage. Ow. Anyways, Anyways, let's see how Jedha plays, because I actually like playing as Jedha, and it's weird how he's not considered one of the better characters in Vampire Savior, but in any of his crossover appearances, boy does he make up for that. And this guy is my main in Vampire Savior. I love playing as Jedha so goddamn much. He is awesome. I just love Jedha so goddamn much. He's awesome. God, this guy just... God. Like I said, Darkstar, like, Capcom fighting... Feeling regretful? I'm afraid I have no idea how that emotion feels. Jesus Christ, Jedha, you're full of yourself. My power is known. But yeah, just needless to say, he is quite the character. But yeah, just good old... But yeah, it's just kind of one of the reasons why I say with Darkstalker's characters in this game, they're kind of weird in how they just... They feel like they're feel the best out of the characters, I'd say. They're probably the characters that feel like they had the most sauce being able to utilize for them. But, well, yeah, let's just say... If you want to play as a Street Fighter 2 character, yeah, I'll say this. The other reason why this game just feels so wrong is because everyone plays like their original versions, and the backgrounds, they fucking suck. Like, the backgrounds fucking suck in this game because they are either super bland or just real, or you could just tell this is where they cut the most fucking corners. Like, this is not a game I heavily recommend to people because, Jesus Lordy Almighty, this game is rough. Like, I don't hate this game as much as I don't hate this game, but I also can't say I like it either. It's one of those games where if you want to fuck around with friends in it, it's got some charm to how absolutely weird it is. I mean, it lets you play as a fucking dinosaur, for God's sake, so there's nothing wrong there. Like the transient wind, I blow through ranks of foes and disappear. I'm sure you do, guy. I'm sure you do. Anyways, I'm gonna have Jedha start us off instead because, God. Like, I'll just say this right now. This game is not good, but I won't say it's one of the worst ones. It's just such a weird game because it came out at, like, the worst time. This was meant... I mean, this game was literally made, and for those of you who don't know what this game is, this is literally a game that was made from the corpse of 2 canceled fighting games. One, of course, being a potential Capcom vs. SNK 3, where they wanted to continue with it, but SNK was going through a very special thing called bankruptcy at the time, so, yeah, let's just say I don't think SNK was going to be able to do a crossover game anytime soon. And Marvel had bounced at the time, so they're just like, yeah, no. So, no Marvel versus or Capcom versus SNK games. And they were just like, well, since we've been doing a bunch of these crossover games, why don't we just do a game where it's just our characters crossing over? And so they decided to do a Capcom versus Capcom game. And that game was going to be a 3D arcade game called Capcom Fighting All-Stars that got canceled. That game got canceled because it wasn't doing very good, and some of the old SNK staff that needed work were, let's just say, they were not doing super well with some people, and it just kind of caused the whole thing to just kind of fall apart. And because of the way that it wasn't refined during the time when they were working on the game in Japan in arcades, the game got canceled, and then they hired some random doofus named Yoshinori Ono, gee, I wonder who that could be, to then just be like, the moon is beautiful this evening, no? Perfect for a little feast. But essentially, after that game was canceled, they then had to cobble together something really quick, and that quickness became Capcom Fighting Evolution, with the only scraps left from Capcom Fighting All-Stars left being the character of Ingrid. She was basically made into... She was essentially just put into the game, and she was pretty much meant to be the final piece of what was going to be that version of that game. Also, that T-Hawk fucking character portrait in the background, that's just Ken's key art from Third Strike redrawn. Come on. That's just lazy. Like, they had to really make up shit that they could do with that one. And it's why this game has a very notorious reputation, and because this game really is just not all that great. Like, it's not the jankiest thing ever, and if you're a more casual fighting game player, this isn't a horrible game, but I'm not gonna act like it's a great game either. This is a game you pull out to play with friends. Like, once you're done with CVS 2, once you're done with Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, once you're done with, what else? Once you're done with the Power Stone games, once you're done with Capcom vs. SNK 1, and once you're done with Star Gladiator, and once you're done with, what else is in this collection? Yeah, once you're done with all the other games in the collection, sure, give it a shot. It's just treat it as a bonus game to just fuck with your friends on. It's definitely gonna be weird, I'll say that much for certain. There is also, but yeah, this game is such a weird game to talk about because, man, I don't know how to feel about this game overall. I don't hate it. I genuinely do not hate this game like other people do. But I'm not gonna act like this is some recommended hidden gem or anything. This is a game that you pull out at a tournament to just say, here's the mystery game, and then you just do that just to fuck with people. You pull this game out to show your friends how jank it is, or maybe if they're just really curious about who the fuck Ingrid is. Like, if you are absolutely curious as who the fuck Ingrid is, come on, baby. Yeah, this game can have some fun to it, but you gotta be in the right headspace for it. Just know that what you're about to play is not a good game. And if you have any other, and if you want to play any other games, well, you have enough options instead. There we go. So yeah, Capcom Fighting Evolution, it's not a great game. I just think this game at the end of the day is not great. Also, the other reason why I'm not doing the Capcom Marvel 2 or the Capcom vs. SNK games, no, that's what I call a fight, don't you agree? The other reason why I'm not doing those ones, Dimitri and Alex, what a weird pair. I'm not doing those games because they don't have character-specific endings. So I'm going to leave those, because I'd rather do games with character endings if I have a reason to. I'll only do Marvel 2 and CVS 2 if it's for showing off the characters' playstyles and how they do in the crossover games. And I'll only do that if Morrigan gets announced as like a guest character in a fighting game or something. Like, for some fucking reason, Morrigan shows up as a guest fighter in Street Fighter 6, or for some godforsaken reason she shows up in some other fighting game, then maybe I'll do like a Morrigan history thing for all of her appearances. But, that's not gonna be for a very long while. Ow. And I'll be honest here, I'd rather just stick with what I know at this point and just kind of say, we'll just do all the Darkstalkers characters that have an ending. And I did all the main characters of each game. I did Anita in Marvel 1, and I did that just because that's such a random fucking appearance. And also because it just felt like, who the fuck else is gonna just randomly show off Anita from Marvel Superheroes? So, yeah. Oh, Alex, we'll get to you another day. Oh, Alex. Booyah! But overall, my feelings do just kind of boil down to this game is definitely going to be saved for whenever I want to fight against, whenever I have to do Ingrid's whole thing, and Alex. A Dimitri versus Dimitri fight. Okay. Next scene! Ow. 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 I am not good as Dimitri, apparently. I noticed. Like, he's the Shoto character, and yet I have a hard time learning how to play as him for some fucking reason. Ugh. Ugh. What the fuck? Okay.
Ouchie, ouch.
Never underestimate Dimitri. He will kill you when you least expect it.
You have far too much pride for one so weak.
Dimitri, that's yourself you're talking to. Jesus Christ. I'll just stick with Jeddah for a bit because I'm just better as Jeddah. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not going with Anacaris and Felicia, there's a reason why. There is a big reason why, and it specifically has to do with Jeddah. You'll see why at the end. In fact, I'm kind of specifically trying to get Jeddah to be the character that has something, because he has a very specific ending that that is very important for, one, his future appearances in other crossover games, and because it kind of ties into one of his other appearances. So, keep that in mind. And if you already know, don't spoil it for everyone else. Ow. Ow! Dimitri hits hard! Yeah, we're just gonna stick with Jeddah. I'm just better as Jeddah than Dimitri, honestly, so yeah. Oh, Alex. I can't wait for him to show up in Street Fighter 6. He looks fun. I genuinely think Alex looks fun in that. He's not even out yet. What the fuck am I saying? He's not even out yet. I just know that from what I've played of Alex in his other appearances, he is a fun character to play as. I'm just bad as grapplers. But I am learning, somehow. That's actually kind of worrying to me, that I'm actually learning how to play grapplers. I am worried. My god. Alex, you are a pain in the ass. I mean, at least I met the voice actor of it in Street Fighter V.
Are you finished, or you want to get knocked out again?
I did meet Mark Whitten, the guy that plays Alex in Street Fighter V. Very nice dude. He also was a Rengoku in Demon Slayer, as well as a ton of other roles he's done. Very nice guy overall. Loved the way he was. That does lead me into a really funny story involving that, actually, because I met him, Bryce Papenbrook, Christina V, and Trina Nishimura at an art expo that was going on in my home state. And I decided to get some autograph collages like I do whenever I go to a convention. And I did this whole thing where I got the autographs. And Mark Whitten when I went to meet Mark Whitten, I was waiting in line the whole time. And during that whole experience, I was waiting in line to meet him. And I got to him really quickly, more than I thought I would. And essentially, I forgot to pay him for the autograph, which was like a 40-something bucks thing. And that was a nice little autograph to get from him. So while I was waiting in line to get into Bryce's line, which is like out the fucking door, by the way, like, oh my god, Alex. Alex has the power to parry everything because he's a Street Fighter 3 character. Essentially, during that whole thing, I then asked someone to keep my space in line for Bryce's line, and I ran back to Mark's line and paid him the money, which just was, that was really funny for me, because I was not expecting to just, out of friggin' nowhere, just be like, oh shit, I needed to pay for Mark's autograph while I was there. And I was just like, I almost forgot to make sure he was paid for. So that was nice. Whining is a waste of time, and time is a precious commodity to mortals. Jesus Lord. But yeah, so that was a really funny experience to almost forget to pay Mark Whitten for the autograph I was gonna get from him. So that was just kind of funny more than anything. Ow. Screw you, Zangief. But yeah, just... that was a weird experience all around to have to deal with. And not gonna lie, I was kind of surprised by just the fact that I did that. Though I'm kind of hoping that the autographs, that the payment still went through, because I don't want to get into too much here, but I really hope that the payments went through, because I'm a little worried something might have happened to the payments, but I also don't know. Fuck. Ah, fuck. I wasn't able to get myself something Russian. Speaking of conventions, I got to meet Jim Cummings at a convention in New Zealand just yesterday. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah, that's awesome! And it was the best day ever, as I honestly never expected for a Disney legend like him to ever come to New Zealand. He definitely makes his way around places. I actually got a chance to see Jim Cummings as well back at NostalgiaCon here in my home state, actually, which was pretty cool. A lot of these actors really do love going to conventions, and they love meeting a bunch of their fans because, well, bluntly putting it, it's really good to finally meet the people that you essentially made the childhoods or lives of. And it's just so crazy to get to meet some of them, because some of them are really nice, and most of these actors are really nice people. Like, sure, they'll have their days. I mean, I still remember when I met Keith David back a few years, like 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? No, it was last year I met him. And Keith David is one of those actors where he clearly looked tired. So he wasn't very talkative when I got a chance to meet him. Which, to be fair here, he's got a long line, and I didn't hold that against him. And Jim kind of had... my mom had a very similar thing with Jim Cummings, where, like, she could tell he was friggin' tired from the day, didn't take it too personally. Also, yes, the fucking giant fish seashell thing was able to be bursted open into a freaking random swimmer girl. By the way, doing that's an achievement in this game, by the way. Using Dimitri's Midnight Bliss on Hydron is a fucking achievement in this game. Now that's what I call a fight, don't you agree? Like, I don't get why Hydron specifically. Speaking of which, hi Pyron, how are you doing? You're the final boss of this game. One of the two final bosses, because Shinakuma's the other one. Exactly. I said thanks to him for making my child back in the 90s such an amazing one. Funny thing is that Jim's line wasn't a long for us here in New Zealand. I can only imagine how long Keith David's one. Oh my god. I was there for like an hour, and I also had to go and do because I also accidentally paid for a photo op as well from him, which I wasn't planning on, but not gonna lie, getting a photo op with Keith David was awesome. His line definitely took a while to get through. He was not a very easy person to get to. But I did make it, and getting a chance to say I met the voice of Goliath was awesome. Because my favorite role of his will always be Goliath from Gargoyles. Woo! The fuck was that? The fuck was that, Pyron? Got a photo op with Jim Cummings, and it was totally worth it. I even got Jim to do an audio recording as both Pooh and Tigger. Fuck yeah! What is that design for female Pyron? Oh my god, that was great. But yeah, that's sick to hear, honestly. I wish I got a chance to meet him properly more so at NostalgiaCon, but he had a long enough... it wasn't a long line, but he was definitely busy. And yeah, this is the reason why I needed to do this, because everyone has these comic book endings drawn by Udon. And this is definitely Dimitri's ending, because yeah, Dimitri's walking in, he sees someone in the bed, and someone is stopping him. And that someone is... Objection! It's Morrigan, of course. And of course, they fight. The endings are well drawn, but there's no dialogue or anything, and they're just slideshows. But now we get to the real reason why we're here. What I wouldn't give to meet Keith David along with Peter Cullen, Frank Welker, and Rob Paulson. All really big names to meet. But this is the reason why we had to do Jetta's ending. Because we're seeing his shit going through, he sends the QBs out, and he's laughing as always, and being the villain he is. But who's right behind him? It's Dante! Dun, 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 dun. Which, by the way, this ending is canon. This ending with Dante is canon. This is in Project Cross Zone 2 and also in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. They reference this actually happening. It's actually thanks to this that some people kind of want to see Jedha be like the final villain of, like, say, a future Devil May Cry game where they finally follow up on that rivalry. And the funny thing is, they did follow up on it in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, where you do a whole solo fight as Dante in his Devil Trigger form against Jedha. So yeah, it's kind of fucking sick. Like, it's genuinely a really sick thing. And that is the biggest lasting impact, aside from Ingrid, that Capcom Fighting Evolution has left us. It left us with Ingrid and Jedha wanting to fight and Dante and Jedha fighting each other. It's kind of fascinating how that is the last piece of canonical stuff that could have happened with Darkstalkers. I say canon, even though Jedha's whole thing is, you know, Jedha and Dante's thing is all in crossovers. But if they decide to pull a fucking thing where they just say, fuck it, Jedha is the final boss of a future Devil May Cry game, worth it. If they do that and it happens, that'll be on the same level as that fucking reveal that happened in Donkey Kong Bonanza. Not spoiling it for anyone who hasn't played that game. I know some of y'all can't play it right now, and probably some of y'all already got spoiled, but I'm not spoiling it for those who don't know, because that shit is awesome. I also got spoiled on it, but whatever. But for those of you who don't know, I'll just say, worth it. If they do a style of a reveal like that for Jedha, I would be a very happy man. But also because, you know, we're never getting another Darkstalkers game. But you know what? I'm happy that the Darkstalkers got to live on in other things. Maybe in the future I will do the... Maybe if I feel like it, I might just decide to do the other Darkstalkers endings in, like, say, Marvel 3 or... And, like, say, Marvel 3 or Tatsunoko vs. Capcom and show that off, but that's up in the air right now. For now, we finished off with the game that I was not expecting to do today, but honestly, I thought that was an appropriate way to end it. We had to end it with a bit of a banger, and that banger, of course, being, you know, bookend it with Dimitri and Pyron, and also just have it so Jedha got a chance to show off his rivalry with Dante. So with all that said and done, honestly, and yes, I have actually beaten this game before with Jedha and Sakura, because of course I fucking did. But honestly speaking, that's where we're gonna end it for today. We did our goods, we did a good thing with that today, and it feels right that that is where we are going to end today. Darkstalkers may not be able to make a comeback anytime soon at this point, and that's a shame. But you know what? I'm happy that we're at a point where this is where we're at. But at the end of the day, that's where we're going to be finishing off with today on the Capcom Fighting Collection 2 with Fighting Evolution. And honestly, I honestly had a fun time going through these games, showing off the sprite work of the Darkstalkers characters and really showing off why this series mattered. And sure, I wish there were certain other things I could have done for this one, but at the end of the day, that's where we're going to stop here. Maybe in the future I'll do crossover appearances for the other Darkstalkers. Maybe I'll just save that for next Halloween. Who knows? Either way, thank you all for showing up to this stream, and I hope you guys have a great, great rest of your day. And now, I gotta go raid, and let's get ourselves a good time, and enjoy ourselves the rest of our days. I'll see you guys on Halloween night, and I'm gonna pick the game that time. So, until then, everybody.